welcome to What the Fuck on Fridays, where I basically rant about whatever the fuck I want to. On that note, it's been a very long Friday for me. How long? I had a lot of episodes to film for my lively and opinionated, and I probably should read the instructions on some of them before I get started, because one of them is called Duggar, which is from Kiwi Crate, which is a really great organization for kids because it's like educational crates. And last month when I did it, I totally didn't read the directions then too, and it's like this clay thing, and then I had to let it dry overnight. And you know, I probably shouldn't have been prepared for that because then I wasn't able to paint it or actually finish the episode like it should have been, but close enough. This week was like making a loom, like a weaving type thing, and yeah, so I'm like, okay, cool, this should be easy, you should put it together. Yeah, when I saw there was glue included, I probably should have assumed that it had to dry. So after completing step 1, 2, 3, and then we get to step 4, and yeah, 2 hours to dry. Yeah, so maybe you should have done that first and not the last crate of the day. So yeah, I'll finish editing that tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next Friday. So basically this week, which by the way, because of the long day, I decided to start heading out. Like, okay, we're done. We filmed like 11 fucking episodes today for my lively and opinionated podcast. I clean everything up. We put the lights away. We put the table away. We pack it up. I'm in the bathroom texting my husband saying, honey, I'm on it home. When I realized, what the fuck? No, literally, what the fuck on Fridays? I forgot to film the episode. On that note, I have fluorescent lights humming in the background, no studio lighting, which I don't give a shit at this point because this is just a basic rant, which you don't need to see me going on about, but I'm too lazy to actually figure out how to just record it and not actually do like the whole video thing, which I just now realized how I could do that. But besides the point, it goes on YouTube anyways, so how are you supposed to watch it on YouTube if there's no like, you know, video to watch it on YouTube? I guess I can put a simple photo. Anyways, so basically this week in review, Donald Trump's still an idiot. Bernie Sanders is still in the race because he should be and he needs to fucking win. Hillary Clinton keeps forgetting that Bernie Sanders is in the race, has all her like DNC, like sounds like almost like a rap type shit. People trying to go, oh Bernie, you should just leave now, you know. Thank you for riling up the people and go ahead and leave. On that note, I actually heard that little line from, it's called The Young Turks. You gotta fucking check them out. It's an amazing news podcast, and then they have the show, and like I'm already seeing the stuff on my, you know, the Facebook newsfeed, and then I decided to actually go and see if I can find them on iTunes podcast. Check out The Young Turks. Amazing fucking podcast. They are honest, they're bright, they know what the fuck they're talking about, and you know, educate yourself, people. On that note, education on top of people, America is all over Brussels right now because of the bombing in the airport and the metro, and let's go over why Americans are thinking. Because they can relate to it. Because Americans are self-centered motherfuckers who only care if it either affects them or they can relate to who it affected. Like all the refugees leaving the country that they were born, raised, had their whole lives in, because other fucking Muslims who are extremists, just like the Christians have their extremists, dog ages and all those fucking crusades, the Muslims are going through that right now. So the peaceful people, actual human beings and peaceful people, are abandoning their homes, trying to get away from that because they've already lost people themselves. So they're trying to get to a safer place for their own families and their own children. But Americans can't relate to that shit because they've already been here, or they've been assimilated, or they're like Donald Trump, whose like grandparents were actual immigrants, forgot all about that because they were racist motherfuckers that belonged to the Ku Klux Klan. Look that shit up. Donald Trump's dad was arrested. He wasn't officially arrested, but why the fuck were you at that Klan with over 100 people and you're the one of the very few people that got brought in for questioning him? Yeah, you racist motherfucker. And you then raised your son. But you know, I mean, we have amazing people that have been on his Celebrity Apprentice. Why? Because he's also fucking American who benefits from his show. Now, once he's running for president, he's thinking, what can I do to benefit from the people watching me? Okay, you little redneck, little tiny, like Bible Belt Americans. Educate yourself. Back to the Brussels thing. So Americans can relate. They forget themselves like about all the other terrorist attacks in like Turkey and like actual people that the refugees are running from the attacks in their own countries. Why? Because Americans can't relate to that. They can relate to Paris, they can relate to Germany, but they can't relate to actual like countries that are not as developed as them. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we need to protect ourselves. Donald Trump coming up like, oh look at this. let's go over to Donald Trump and everybody else. There's a reason we have security at the airports already. Yes, I know you hate TSA and the federal government, the Department of Homeland Security, but there's a reason there's security in place. And not just 9/11 type security, which by the way was a Republican president that put that shit in place. You're forgetting about George Bush, huh? Besides the point, back to wireless TSA. Security is always evolving because of different terrorist attacks. You little bitching people about your shoes coming off, there was a shoe bomb. You people bitching about like how you have to go through those scandals, somebody was hiding shit in their underwear, and we won't get about how you can hide shit in your bra. And a good woman knows how to sneak a camera into a concert. Now we got our smartphones with the camera, so you know it makes it simpler. But you also have the other, like the liquids bans, which America's like, why can't I bring my liquid through? Let me see. Somebody blew up a fucking bus in London. Okay? You forgetting about that bus going kabloom and hurting all those people. I think there was also a metro, like a train station bomb around the same time too. Americans keep forgetting this shit because they only focus on themselves at this point in time. They can relate to something, but it doesn't affect them at this point in time. Then all of a sudden, it was actually the London people that were like, oh shit, we found plans that they were gonna do it on a plane to America and infect Americans. Americans all of a sudden like, oh shit, go ahead, take my mascara, take my liquid, for about like a good day or two. And then they forgot that this could happen to them. So there's a reason security seizures are in place so it doesn't fucking happen to them. Even if it doesn't officially stop something now, it's called a deterrent. Yes, you call it theater security or security theater, but there's a reason it's in place. Same thing with random screening. You get all pissed off, but you were randomly selected. That's how fucking random screening works. Okay, they randomly pick somebody. Statistically, somebody gonna get it a lot more than somebody else. And then statistically, you're gonna show up and be like, this never happens to me. Congratulations, today is your day to get it. Just like that fucking idiot JetBlue flight attendant who was randomly selected for additional screening. Extract star still shows she got it. With like what, 60, 70 pounds of cocaine. Was randomly selected. Now is no longer randomly selected to be in prison. Because, you know, there's footage, there's a bag, there's a swiping. Yeah, there's plenty of evidence to show she was an idiot. Ex-beauty queen idiot though. But there's like plenty of fucking terror shit that's going on that people are just so blind to. And they're too focused on themselves because Americans are self-centered motherfuckers. Like Donald Trump, self-centered narcissistic motherfucker who only cares about himself and how he can promote himself. Like all the people he's got coming on telling a thing. He has never said anything other than, I will make America great. How the fuck, motherfucker? You ask him that, well, you know, I'm just gonna make it great again. George Tiki gave the best response. Look up his response on Donald Trump answering 2 + 2. Just look it up, okay? You've got to look this shit up. It's the best response because you don't get, there's like a whole fucking paragraph and nowhere does it tell you the answers for it. Because Donald Trump can't tell you the answers for it. His answer is going to be, he's going to make America great again. Yeah, you need the answer to 2 + 2, buddy. Mind you, this is a parody and you should look up that parody. Now let's go into the other wonderful politicians that we have on. Hillary Clinton keeps shifting her political stance. When I say shifting, look up footage where she's actually blunt out saying, where was Bernie Sanders when I was fighting for healthcare reform? He was fucking right behind her. Like there's actual video footage of him standing right behind her. Oh, and in the video, she blunt out says, I would like to thank Senator Sanders for being here. Hello, that means he's right behind you and was supporting you, and now all of a sudden, years later, you're like, where was he? Okay, my headache's coming back because just thinking about her and Trump and Marco Rubio, which is out of the thing. Thank God he pulled out. Atheist, so you know, that means more when I say it. And then you actually have Ted Cruz. I can't think of anything nice to say, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure he had fun with the multitude of women that he cheated on his wife with, good Christian man he is, that he also sells a wonderful little connection to the Duggar kid. You know, the one that was so amazing and headed up like the council for like, fuck everybody except for us Christians. I'm trying to remember, oh, Josh Duggar, that's his wonderful name. So Ted Cruz and Josh Duggar have something in common. They were both on the Ashley Madison list for having accounts to cheat on their wives. Isn't that sweet? Maybe they can get together and Josh Duggar can actually help support Ted Cruz. Because, you know, any Duggar helping anybody has totally shown how much that fails. I mean, look at the actual rest of the Duggar family. The mom's now begging for money because now she's stuck at home actually taking care of the kids that she kept popping out. Yeah, what money did you want from the government to help with that now? And then at the same time, your daughter's going off to be a missionary? See, I like reading information. The daughter who went off to be a missionary, just got married, had a kid, who collected all these wonderful funds to become a missionary to support the trip, spent all your hard-earned money that actually donated, because I really doubt anybody watching this is probably one of the people that donated money to that. She used the money to fly back and forth between the countries, to come back here for weddings, to go back. So it was kind of like a vacation for her on your dime people who donated money. And then at the same time, find out that she didn't actually qualify to be a missionary, because in order to qualify with the organization type thing to become a missionary, you actually had to have like some kind of college training and actually like missionary training, which she had none of. You don't really see anything about her anymore. I wonder why. But yeah, so bye-bye Duggars, and hopefully bye-bye Ted Cruz. You never know when that will happen. So this has been a very interesting week. I also got my car. I've been driving it around now. It hasn't died on me, which is a good sign. I did have to fill up the gas tank because I decided to sign up for Uber. Very interesting meeting interesting people driving around. I'm very talkative, so luckily no one's flipped out at me yet for talking too much, and I'm still at a 5-star rating. Hopefully it stays that way. But I'm basically just doing it for some little bit of extra cash and to meet interesting people, because you never know what you can learn from people, and yeah, you never know. I just like talking a lot. So that kind of like helps with it. That, and on the back of my car, I actually have livelyopinionated.com. So as I'm driving around, I'm now advertising for my podcast with the link for here why. Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in to What the Fuck on Fridays. There's so much more I can keep talking about, but you know, I've already been at TVI Actor Studio all fucking day. In fact, the Honda dealership in West Hills that actually I got my car from was nice enough to call me, and like I saw the number and I'm like, oh my God, that could be one of the co-hosts is running late and probably got lost because she was 30 minutes late and I thought she might have been dead. Luckily, Regina did not die. She showed up with her mom 30 and some minutes late, and I was still able to film all the episodes to get her out in time. But still, Jason called to see if everything was okay with the car. Really nice of him. I really appreciate it. I need to call him back because I have no fucking clue how to change the clock from the dashboard. I can't remember if it's an hour behind or an hour ahead. But it's not just an hour, it's like 45 minutes, 48 minutes. So it's not even like I can be like, oh yeah, it's just an hour off. It's not just an hour off. So thank you yet again so much. I gotta get home because I'm pretty sure my husband's getting a little annoyed that I've been gone for maybe like 12 hours. Yeah. Basically been gone for 12 hours today, and this is a wonderful couple time. So thank you, by the way. Go ahead, like, comment, review, subscribe. I don't give a shit if you're watching this or not, or if you turn in again, because this is my one podcast I can rant all the fuck I want, and it's just gonna end like that.